I mean, it's just not acceptable. It's not acceptable. Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Stasia and I'm following a high carb, low fat, oil-free, plant-based diet. And my apologies if the audio is not that great. Unfortunately, I had another microphone bite the dust, so yeah. I am going to talk as loud and as clear as I can, so hopefully you can just bear with me. Okay, so today's video is actually going to be a really quick one, as I wasn't even going to actually do this video. I was putting my kids to bed and just thinking about how tomorrow is September 1st, and well, by the time you guys see this, it's going to be September 1st. But I was just thinking about how it's a new month, a new season that we're about to enter, and you know, just how busy I've been over the last couple of months with summer. Now, it's not a complaint because I did hit some goals that I had set out to do, which one was to complete my website and my product line in the month of July, which check, I did. And secondly was to complete my ebook. That was a much requested ebook. I had been trying to get it done since the beginning of this year, actually, and I just thought, you know what, enough is enough. I'm going to make sure I get it done sometime in August, and I did that as well. So I have been super busy between those two things, and I cannot tell you how relieved I am that they are now officially done. So with that being said, if you haven't had a chance to check out my website, then be sure to do that. You'll find a lot of cute items that are whole food, plant-based inspired, such as this 50/50 mug and my ebook. So if you haven't had a chance to grab a copy of that yet, then be sure to check it out. There's over 50 of my super simple recipes to help you out on your health and weight loss journey. So with all of that being said, I am now in a place where I kind of want to refocus and set some new goals for myself for the month of September. I feel like there was a lot of my energy going into a lot of other things other than myself. I think as women, as mothers, as people, we are all so very busy and we all tend to pile so much on our plate. And we have these really high expectations of ourselves. And to be honest, it can all just feel super overwhelming and super tiring. So for the month of September, I really just want to put some of that energy back into myself and just really focus on a small handful of goals that I decided to share with you guys today. I already have all my goals written down in my little notebook here. I actually just did it before I put my kids to bed, and that's what got me thinking, you know what? I might as well just jump on the camera and film a little video for you guys so you can see exactly what I'm doing, and maybe it might inspire some of you to do something similar. So getting into it, my first goal is to up my soup game. Now, this is something that I've casually talked about in the last couple of videos of mine. Soup is just such an easy and amazing way to lose weight, and I've done it before where I really hyper-focused on consuming more soup in my diet, and I could almost instantly, like I can't even explain it, almost instantly, I feel my stomach just get flatter. I feel myself going down in size. So I know it works. The studies have been done. It's been proven. Soup is a fantastic way to slim down. Not only that, it's super convenient, it's super easy to make, it's a one and done meal, so you can have your starch, your non-veggies, all in the same meal, and you're just good to go. You don't even have to think about it. And that's one of my favorite things about it, is that I just don't have to think about what I'm going to eat. I know I have everything kind of in one bowl and I'm good to go. So upping my soup game is definitely going to be something I'm focusing on. So to be more specific with that goal, I want to commit to always having a soup or two prepped each week so that all week long I will have the option of eating soup. That doesn't mean that I'm going to just stick strictly to soup every single day. It just means that there's always going to be a soup already made, ready to go in my fridge. And so that way there's just no excuses. The soup is there, and I'm going to aim to have it as one or maybe even two of my meals each day, along with other plant-based foods, of course. So there are actually two different kinds of soups that you can make. One would be a non-starchy soup, which that would be great for something called preloading before a meal. I've actually done a whole video extensively explaining exactly what preloading is. So I won't go into it too much here, but if you want to check out that video, I will have it posted in my description box below. But at any rate, the non-starchy soup is an excellent weight loss tool when you eat it before a meal, because you're going to get filled up on the high water content and the non-starchy veggies, and it's just going to prevent you from overeating on more calorie dense foods. Now, personally, my main focus right now is more on the starchy soup, because that is a soup that you can actually eat as a meal. So I'm kind of loving that right now, just because I have everything in just one place. I love that I can pick 1 or 2 starches in the soup, as well as a ton of non-starchy vegetables or greens. And it's just such a beautiful marriage of everything. And like I said, I just don't have to think about it. And I also just love that it can be made in advance and also taken on the go. I actually have an awesome soup thermos. I've shown it a couple times in my videos before. Yeah, I can actually post the link in my description box below if you wanted to check it out. But I'm telling you, this soup thermos is amazing. It keeps my soup hot all day, from the morning to the night. So if I'm even out, I can bring my soup with me. So as you can see, I'm pretty passionate about the soup, but with good reason. With good reason. It works if I actually commit to it. So that is goal number 1, is to always have a soup prepped in advance for the week, a soup or 2 prepped in advance for the week. And if I run out midweek, I'm going to make another one. So just to consistently have a soup ready to go all week long, and aim to make it 1 or 2 meals in my day. I will be sure to post my soups on Instagram and in my Facebook group. So if you want to follow me on either of those socials, they will also be posted in my description box below. And also, if adding more soup to your diet is something that you're interested in also doing in September, then I would love to have you join me. So tag me on Instagram, show me your soup. I guess we could call it the Starchy Soup Challenge, something like that, but tag me. I want to see your soup. That's going to inspire me. I will inspire you, so we can all do this together. Okay, so goal number 2 is I'm going to be focusing more on potatoes and sweet potatoes as being a main starch in my diet. So normally I have quite the variety of all grains and starches, which is great because variety is amazing from a health perspective. However, I do just want to see, out of curiosity, what will happen if I put a little bit more focus on just potatoes and sweet potatoes. I've seen so many people have so much success when they focus solely on potatoes, or not solely on potatoes, but potatoes kind of being their main starch. So I really want to just give that a try and see if it makes any bit of difference. I do love potatoes. I make the most amazing, arguably amazing, sweet potato fries. To me, they taste just as good as the store-bought ones, without any oil, super healthy. Oh, that's actually a recipe in my ebook, come to think of it. However, they are incredible. So to me, I feel like I could live off of sweet potato fries. Like, they're so good, just ridiculously good. So anyways, so that's another goal of mine, is to just focus more on potatoes as my starch. And as a side note, I wanted to quickly show you guys a book. I don't know if you guys have heard of this or read this, but this is called The Potato Hack by Tim Steele. I would imagine that Dr. McDougall would be a huge fan of this book. I'm almost sure of it. I would be quite surprised if he didn't know about this. And if any of you guys have heard of this book, then leave it in the comments for me. But this book is just incredible in explaining everything there is to know about the potato. Like, seriously, I didn't know that there was so much history and so much nutrition and just so much to do with the potato. So this book is everything. If you want to learn more about potatoes from a nutrition standpoint, from a weight loss standpoint, it's pretty incredible. I can try to see if I can find this and posted it in my description box below. But either way, I got this on Amazon. So again, it's called The Potato Hack if you want to look it up. It's definitely got me inspired as well to focus more on potatoes. So goal number 3 is moving my body more. I have been so lazy when it comes to exercise. I mean, it's just not acceptable. It's not acceptable. I actually have a treadmill, I have a rebounder, and I have a good quality jump rope. So there's just no excuses. None. I just need to dust these things off and I need to get moving. So what I've done is I've actually updated my music playlist over the last like 2 or 3 days. And I'm really excited actually, because it is motivating when I put my headphones on, hear my favorite tunes, and just kind of go at it. So like most things, it's not the actual act of exercising, it's just getting there. It's just penciling in that time and making it a priority like you would anything else that's important to you. It's easy for us to just say, oh, I'm tired or I don't have time, which we all are very, very busy, and there is some truth to that. However, when something is very, very, very important to us and we do hold it as a priority, we always find the time. So I am definitely going to be trying to incorporate some more movement, things I enjoy doing versus dreading, and that is going to be a top priority. It just has to be. Exercise is equally important for your health and for your weight loss goals as it is to eat well. So I know that you can lose weight without exercise. Many people have done it before, but even from a health standpoint, exercise is just super important. All of the plant-based doctors encourage it and talk about it. So I gotta get my butt in gear, just plain and simple. I gotta get my butt moving, and I intend on doing that in September. Water. I am horrible with water. This is not a bash myself video because I feel like that's what it's turning into, from talking about my lack of exercise now to my lack of drinking water. No, I'm not trying to bash myself, but I'm just trying to drop some truth bombs here because it is just what it is. I have not been that great with water. But here's the funny part, funny fact. I carry this thing with me almost everywhere I go. Ask my husband, I cannot leave the house without making sure I've got my ice and my ice water in here. I bring it everywhere, in the car, anywhere I go, I've got my water bottle with me. And you would think that that would be because I'm constantly drinking it. However, it's almost like this security blanket or something, like type of thing where I have it with me. So I'm like, okay, I'm good to go, got the water, but it still just kind of sits there. I will sip on it throughout the day, but unfortunately for me, drinking water just isn't something I really think about doing until it's basically too late, until I'm actually thirsty, which most of us know that if you've reached the point of thirst, it actually means you're already dehydrated. So that's no good. I should not be waiting till that point. I should be drinking water just as something I need to do. So upping my water, I know that that is super important for so many different reasons. So for the month of September, I've decided I'm going to put a little water app on my phone and just kind of track my water throughout the day until I just naturally become better at remembering to drink it. So yeah, goal number 4 is definitely remembering to drink more water. All right, so my last goal that I'm going to be focusing on this September is to go to bed earlier. Now, that's not only for the obvious reasons of just, our bodies need a certain amount of sleep and it's just healthy for multiple reasons, but it's also for some non-obvious ones. So for me, I am a night owl. I have always been this way, so it's actually very difficult for me to go to bed early. I am envious of people who are just like, dreaming of bedtime. They can't wait to go to sleep. My sister's like that. She needs her solid 8 to 10 hours of sleep to even function in the morning. I've always been someone who has high energy. I can run on literally 3 or 4 hours of sleep and you would never know it. My energy levels just don't change. So I'm thankful for that. However, I just don't have that same urge to go to bed early, unfortunately. So what ends up happening is when I have these late nights, then I'm more tempted to snack and eat more because it's normal. You stay up till 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. I know it's terrible. It's so late. But by that time, if I had dinner around 6 or 7 o'clock the previous night, yeah, I'm going to be hungry again. And I hate eating at nighttime because I know you're not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to go to bed on a full stomach. So there's that. And then also when you're actually tired, despite my energy levels and feeling good, but if my body's tired, then it makes you kind of crave more. It makes you crave sugar harder, all of these things, which again can lead to more snacking. So I really feel like that is an issue of mine. And I feel that with a proper night's sleep, going to bed earlier, that's really significantly going to change some things. And to make matters worse, my husband is a night owl too. Go figure. So I've already told him no more super late nights. I don't care, he can stay up, but I am going to bed. So on that note, I am going to leave it here because it is 10 o'clock p.m. right now. So yeah, I gotta go to bed. But anyhow, I hope you guys enjoyed me sharing some of my new goals that I have set for September 2021. If you have any goals that you're starting fresh with this month, then be sure to leave it in the comments below for me. I'd love to hear what your goals are as well. As always, thanks so much for watching. If you're new here and you'd like to follow along my plant-based weight loss journey, as well as follow along for all of my what I eat in a day videos, recipe videos, then be sure to hit that subscribe button. I would love for you to stick around. Thanks again, everyone. We'll see you in the next one.